Hello everyone. Today we are going to present our group project for the mechanism sessional, which is based on the topic windscreen wiper mechanism. We are a group of total 3 members, which include myself. My name is Chaitanya Trambadia, and the other 2 team members include Karan Kumar Gupta and Naman Sultania. Our mechanism is a crank Crocker 4R mechanism, which is based on the Grashoff's law, which states that the sum of the fixed link and adjacent crank is less than the sum of the other two links. There is also a motor attached to the crank, which is fully rotatable 360 degrees, and the other links will oscillate in coordination with the crank. The practical life applications for the windscreen wiper mechanism include a wide variety of automobiles, ranging from auto rickshaws to passenger vehicles to commercial trucks and sports car. Now the synthesis part of this windscreen wiper mechanism will be presented by my other team member, which is Naman Sultania.
Thanks, Chaitanya. So now let's start the synthesis part of our mechanism, where we will be assuming few things before we start our synthesis. So few initial conditions that we are assuming are, so first we assume that the angle between ground and the output link should be 175 degrees. We assume this because the windshield shouldn't be the obstruction between the view of the driver. So it should be happening at extreme condition. So we assume that theta 2 and theta 3 are approximately similar. So through geometry, we assume that the theta input should be 190 degree for that to happen. So now we have some few initial conditions. Using this, we'll be solving for our lengths, the lengths of all the links. So let's start our solving part. So first, what we'll be doing is we will be equating all the vectors in the x direction. From that, we'll be getting an equation. Then we'll be equating all the vectors in y direction. From that, we'll be getting equation number 2. So we don't want theta 3 in any of our relation. So we have to eliminate that. For eliminating theta 3, what we have to do, we'll be squaring both these equations and adding. So from that, we'll be getting an equation in terms of theta 2, theta 3, theta 4, L1, L2, L3, L4. So that equation will be cos theta 4 minus cos theta 2 is equal to something which will be constant plus B, which is also something constant, which we equated it to be cos theta 4, minus C, which is something relation of lengths cos theta 2. So this equation is known as Frankenstein equation. Now we'll be moving on to our next part, where we also assume that the sweeping angle, generally after some research we found that the sweep of the windshield should be 110 degree. So using that, we found our second position, which will be at the angle which will be at 65 degree. We also need to find a third position to do our synthesis. So we assume that it is at the center. So now we'll be moving to our next part, which is we are assuming. So for the corresponding values of input link angle, what we'll be doing is we'll be assuming that the theta input is proportional to theta output. From where we got that it should be moving 90 degree. So from that, we got our corresponding input angles as 190, 280 and 370. So now we have 3 positions, and for those positions we have the values of theta 2 and theta 4. Now we can solve that equation. So after putting values and getting the matrix, we got the matrix and we solved it. So after solving, we got the values of ABC. Using ABC, we can find L1, L2, L1, L3 and L4. And we assumed L2 as 4 initially. So now we have L1, L2, L3 and L4. So now we have completed our synthesis part, and actually we checked it on the simulator, and we also found that the sweep angle was 110 degree, which we desired. So now we'll be moving to our velocity analysis of the mechanism. So firstly we'll be doing the velocity analysis. So we do know that the omega output is equal to Jacobian omega input, and Jacobian is dependent on L2, theta 2, theta 3, L4, theta 4 and theta 3. So we know the formula of theta 3. So we can get 10 theta 3 and from that theta 3. So we have the value of Jacobian. So at our initial position, the value of omega output was equal to 0.4647 omega input. So now it was given that we also have to find torque relation. So we found the torque relation using the virtual work concept. According to virtual work concept, the tau input total work is equal to 0. So through which we can get that tau input into d theta 2 plus tau output into d theta 4 dot d theta 4 is equal to 0. And we can assume in virtual work concept that d theta is equal to d omega, assuming that dt it is independent of dt. So from there we got our relationship of torque output as torque output is equal to Jacobian inverse torque input. So at the initial position, torque output was equal to 2.15 of torque input.
So thank you, Naman. My name is Karan Kumar Gupta and I'll be doing the simulation part using SolidWorks. Thank you for the synthesis. We got this lens from the synthesis. These are the extreme positions. First of all, we needed a crank rocker mechanism. So we took a shortest link length of 40, which is 4 millimeter there. We just multiplied with a factor of 10, so it looks good. And this is one of the extreme position where theta 2 becomes equal to theta 3, and this is where theta 2 minus theta 3 is equal to pi. For the basic motion analysis, we shall move to assembly mode. So this is our assembly. Now we will fix a motor. At the crank for its study. Now let us make the motor speed 30 rpm. Now we shall observe the pattern it follows. It is like this. This is for motion analysis, we need to include the SolidWorks motion. It's taking some time. So for the motion analysis, this is the traced path. Now see, this is how simulation works. I have set the motor speed to 30 rpm. Also, we can find out the velocity analysis and displacement analysis from this SolidWorks application. So it is like these. For the displacement analysis, the trace path is just because of this feature. I have taken the trace path, so it is visible like this. Suppose we want a velocity of a point on the output link, and for the corresponding graphs, suppose we are taking this point on this output link. The graph is as follows. Acceleration analysis. We can select category of acceleration, linear acceleration. We want the magnitude graph. Suppose we want the output of this point, and it is as follows. The maximum acceleration is about 2.8 meter per second square, and this is like this. Also, we can look for angular velocity and angular resistance. Just we need to select those category in that. Suppose like we need to analyze the angular velocity. So we select a point and a line, and we did its motion analysis, and it is as follows. Also, we designed a model for two wiper mechanism, and this is as follows. We did some study on this part. Like this is one of the extreme position. This is the second one. This is a random position in between, and the area has in the second model was this.
So for the innovation of changing speed of output without changing the speed of motor, what we can do, we can use the mechanism of continuous gear mesh over here. We can introduce some switching mechanism which switches the dog clutch position. So in the position 1 as shown, the energy from the input to the output will be less. And when we switch it to position 2, the energy will increase, and the switching it to position 3, the energy will further increase. So by this way we can change the speed of output without changing the speed of motor, and the output will be connected directly to the crank. So thank you.